Jury trials scrapped for crimes with sentences of less than 3 years. This is from a BBC News article. Jury trials in England and Wales for crimes that carry a likely sentence of less than 3 years will be scrapped, the Justice Secretary has announced. The reforms for the justice system include creating swift courts under the government's plan to tackle unprecedented delays in the court system. Serious offences including murder, robbery and rape will still go before a jury, and volunteer community magistrates who deal with the majority of all criminal cases will take on even more work. David Lammy said the reforms were bold but necessary, but the Conservatives have described the plans as the beginning of the end of jury trials. Retired Court of Appeal Judge Sir Brian Lavston was asked by the Lord Chancellor to come up with a series of proposals to reduce the backlog in a process which began back in December 2024. These proposals include jury-free trials and more out-of-court settlements like cautions. And you can read the rest of the article online. Firstly, it's positive to see that it's serious cases or more serious cases like rape and murder and stuff like this will be still have a jury, and I'm sure there's other things involved. So we're told is murder, robbery, and rape. I'm sure there's other things involved, and I'm sure it'll be a case by case thing, because just to blanketly say that someone who's potentially going to get a short sentence, I think it was mentioned 3 years, they're not going to get a jury. But of course, I'm assuming it's going to be case by case, because there might be two people who have looking to get 3 years. One might be for, I don't know, maybe stealing something, I don't know, and someone else might be for they get 3 years for manslaughter. They mentioned murder, but I don't know if they includes manslaughter or not. But manslaughter, but in terms of it's a complete accident, but somehow maybe they got in a fight and one punch led to death, which we've seen before. That's manslaughter. That could be manslaughter or other things. So just completely saying, giving a number, I don't feel like it's valid, and they shouldn't have given a number. They should have given other criteria. But also, it does seem like it starts like this, and then before you know it, there's no jury involved. What was the initial purpose of the jury, and if they look into that, is it still required and something that we need today? Yes, we do. And why are they removing the jury? And also the backlog. Backlog wasn't caused because of jury. Who caused the backlog? It was the government that caused the backlog because of different circumstances. Perhaps COVID was involved and other things. They need to get to the solution. And the solution isn't getting rid of juries. The solution is perhaps more court cases going on daily, more staff for those court cases. Perhaps some can be done online or via Zoom or whatever, video call, and other things that find solutions to stop the backlog. You don't just because there's a backlog you get rid of jury. That's not how it works. It's like saying there's a backlog of prison spaces for prisoners and people getting into prison. So because of that, we can just get rid of prison altogether. You don't get rid of prison altogether because there's not enough room for prisoners. You find room, you create solutions to fill all those spaces that you need. So this example of because of a backlog we're gonna get rid of the jury is absolutely pathetic, and of course people are gonna criticize it. You can't fix the solution, so what do? You create another problem. And also when you get rid of the jury, that itself will create other problems, and then who are you gonna blame? You can't blame us. It's literally your fault. Find solutions to the problem, which is the backlog, instead of creating another problem which later on you're gonna have to solve. And it does seem like it's starting like this, and then before you know it, you remove the jury, which nobody wants. And for whoever thought of getting rid of the jury should be completely sacked and removed from the justice system, removed from politics and whatever else, including this individual. Because who thinks of something like this? Like, you get paid so much money to be a politician to come up with absolutely pathetic things like this. Oh no, it's our fault we created a backlog and we can't be bothered to sort it out. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna remove the jury. Like, the chef couldn't be bothered to um, cook something properly. Also, now he's just gonna serve it raw, and you're gonna take it home and cook it yourself. Like, no one's gonna accept that in the restaurant, and they wouldn't accept that in other areas of society. You did something wrong, fix the wrong, not do something else because you can't be bothered to fix the wrong. So fix the backlog. Don't remove juries, and I hope people do challenge him and challenge this ruling. And also, I hope people like him and others behind it are not just challenged, but they are dealt with it in a way that nobody else will come up with such pathetic things in the future.